This is not the ideal time for the Whitecaps to be in an offensive slump. The last two games, they've been outscored 9-0 by Great Lakes. They now find themselves tied for the final playoff spot in the East Division with 8 games to go. Caps and Loons playing Game 3 of a 4-game series today. West Michigan fell behind 2-0 early, but they would battle back. Fourth inning, Ronaldo Rivera hitting it into right field. This would bring home a run, and it would make it a 1-run game. Sixth inning now, Caps again down by 2. They keep fighting. Wenzel Perez hits it out to left. Brady Policelli tags up on third, and he is able to beat the throw home. It's back to a 2-run game. But that's as close what the Caps would get. Ninth inning, Jordan Pierce hoping to be a difference maker. Instead, he flies out to end the game. Caps fall 4-2 since Fort Wayne also lost today. The Caps are still tied for that final playoff spot. More baseball. Caps manager Lance Parrish had a good excuse for missing the game today. Parrish was actually in Detroit watching a former teammate of his take his place in history. Legendary shortstop Alan Trammell had his number 3 retired by the Tigers today. Trammell was surrounded by several teammates in a ceremony prior to today's game with the White Sox. The recently inducted Hall of Famer spent his entire 20-year career with the Tigers before retiring in 1996. He said at today's ceremony it was always an honor to play for Detroit.
I grew up on the West Coast, but I became the person and player right here in the Motor City. What really hit home for me was how Tiger fans recognized and appreciated heart, hustle, and effort. Simple things that go a long way.
Certainly do. As for the game today, it was another one to forget for the Tigers. For the second straight day, Detroit is dominated by a White Sox team 29 games under 500. Atlantic America to show you what went wrong. Tigers fell behind 4-0 with Jordan Zimmerman pitching, and Chicago just would not let up. Sixth inning, it's Johan Moncada with a hit deep into right center. It wouldn't go out, but it would drive in a run. Moncada in off the triple, and the Tigers fall behind 5-0. Zimmerman, 6 innings pitch, gave up 5 runs on 8 hits. Later in the inning, Tigers showing signs of life. Victor Martinez working with one on. It's off the wall in deep right. Nick Castellanos past third, headed for home while Martinez gets a double. It's back to a 4-run game. Tigers had a chance to tie later that inning. They had the bases loaded, but Ronnie Rodriguez would ground into a double play. Tigers left 12 men on base today. They fall 7-2. Ron Gardenhire knows they have to clean up the little things.
We've got things to work on. A lot of things to work on, and we're trying to work on it, and we're touching on it just about every time it happens. We make sure we talk to them about it, and all those little things eventually will pay off down the road.
All right, finally, it is Man versus Food West Michigan edition. Yours truly took the Fifth Third Burger Challenge this afternoon before the Whitecaps game. And folks, I got to tell you, it was not easy at all. In case you don't know what the monstrosity is here we're talking about 5 1/3 pound burgers, some chili, some salsa, some cheese, some jalapeno peppers. It's big. Now, the burger is being retired by the Whitecaps after this season. Talked to Caps manager Mickey Graham about that decision prior toward taking the challenge.
A lot of people have tried it. A lot of people have enjoyed it, but it's had a good run, 10 seasons. And just like any great ball player, man, their career's got to come to an end. So after 10 seasons, the burger is going to be retired.
Yes, even the greats have to call it quits. Now, speaking of calling it quits, tomorrow we'll find out if I called it quits during the challenge. A complete breakdown of my performance taking the Fifth Third Burger coming up on Monday. How's that for a tease? And that's sports. I'm Mike Lissette. Elena coming back with your final forecast after the break. The burger.
It's large.
Yes.
It's very large and very filling.
The challenge.
You just got to dig in.
And the guy that attempted to defy the odds.
I think the burger is going to win.
That's doable. All right, now sure it sounds crazy, but this was my life Sunday at Fifth Third Ballpark. A true story of Mike versus food, as I attempted to tame the soon-to-be retired monster.
5 burgers, lots of other condiments on there, salsa, sour cream. The biggest thing is the bun. That's going to be your biggest challenge.
That and the 5,000 calories along with it. Still, I had to try. After all, a spot in the Wall of Fame was on the line. so with some extra vacation days from my boss. Do you really have the power to just create a week of vacation?
I'll find the power for this.
And so for 30 minutes,
I think the key is also not to choke.
I chomped and chewed, hoping to find success.
That's still a lot of food.
But ultimately, this burger proved to be bottomless.
But I'm so close, though. That's the thing. I'm so close.
Yes, you love tomatoes.
But I'm so fat right now. That's the other thing.
I had to accept defeat.
I'm tapping out.
Couldn't do it. I tried. I got through three patties. I took a bite of the fourth. I thought to myself, maybe there's a chance I could do this. But then I realized it's just not going to happen.
Burger 1, Mike nothing. I'm Mike Lissette, 13 on your side. If Matt Patricia was nervous prior to the start of Lions preseason camp, he certainly didn't show it. The first-time head coach looked focused as camp began Friday and looked like a guy ready to get to work. Having been around Detroit for a couple of months, he knows the city wants a winner, and he says he's more than happy to give it to him.
You just generally get a feeling of how the energy and the excitement that, this town, this area, this state has for sports, has for professional sports, college sports, and that's great. And that's the stuff really that I take to heart.
And it was that heart that was on display from the moment Patricia took the field Friday. If the Lions learned anything from day one, it was that their coach cares a lot.
That's his job. He's the head coach of his team, so it's his job to get everybody going. So I think he does a real good job at that, and he keeps things loose and fun also.
As is the case whenever a team kicks off a new season, there's always a sense of optimism of what could be. But before the Lions can talk about any specific goals, Patricia knows they must first concentrate on getting better.
Certainly right now where we are, we should be better in a week and hopefully a month. And then as we look at September through October, our whole goal, big picture goal, will be to improve as the course of the season goes.
Lions look ready to get things started. Exactly 2 weeks from Friday, they have their first preseason game. It's at Oakland, and it's certainly coming up fast. Reporting from Allen Park, I'm Mike Lissette, 13 on your side.